Flashback to a balmy September evening in 2025, September 10th to be exact, when Nikon, in a plot twist worthy of a Nolan flick, unveiled the ZR. This isn't your run-of-the-mill mirrorless. It's the pint-sized powerhouse kicking off the Z Cinema series. Ni Ice, a full-frame cinema camera co-engineered with Red Digital Cinema. At $2,199 body only, shipping since late October, it's not just affordable, it's a disruptor. Blending Nikon's Z-mount ecosystem with Red's vaunted R3DNERAW codec for 6K glory that rivals rigs 5 times the price. I've scoured the deluge of field tests from CincyPhotography.com's deep dives, stoppers hands-on raves, and the feverish X-threads from indie filmmakers who've been slinging it on sets from Tokyo backlots to LA docks. The consensus? In an era of bloated cinema kits, the ZR is the stealth bomber. Deceptively compact, 630 grams loaded, disarmingly capable, and devilishly fun for creators who refuse to lug a brick. It's no all-out Red Komodo clone, but for high-end productions on a hybrid budget, this is the camera that makes pro-grade feel personal. Priced to poach from Blackmagic's pocket cinema throne, the ZR targets run-and-gun directors, YouTube cinephiles, and event videographers who crave red-level dynamic range without the red-level regret. No EVF here, it's monitor first, video pure, but with Z-mount compatibility, it moonlights as a stills shooter too. Let's unpack this enigma, spec by spec, and I'll close with the unvarnished truth, rival roasts, and my blueprint for bending it to your will. Design and build, compact cine beast, built for the hustle, at 5.3 by 3.6 by 2.6 inches and 630 grams, battery and media aboard, the ZR is the smallest full-frame cinema cam on the block. Think Sony FX3 Svelte, but with a red badge of honor. Magnesium alloy chassis shrugs off splashes and dust, while the deeply ergonomic grip, echoing the Z6 cradles like a well-worn script. No mode dial clutter. Instead, a video-centric UI with dedicated waveform, vector scope, and false color overlays right out of the gate. The crown jewel? A 4-inch 3.07 m.dot vari-angle LCD in 16:10 glory, peaking at 1,000 nits for sunlight legibility. Flip it for overhead rigs or solo vlogs without breaking a sweat. Ports are cine-savvy, full-size HDMI, not micro huzzah. XLR via multi-interface shoe, USB-C 3.2 for SSD tethering, and timecode in-out for multi-cam sync. Dual slots, CF Express Type B for those 6K floods, and a microSD for proxies. Smart, if not pro-redundant. Battery life clocks 90 to 120 minutes of 6K/60p, ENL 15C, extendable via PD charging, but real-world? Grip it up for all-day docks. Boot time? Under 1 second, no more fidgeting while inspiration strikes. Ex-users like at AOXOD are obsessed. Shot a full short with it handheld. Feels like a director's toy, not a tool. Drawbacks? No built-in NDs or active cooling, so long takes at max res mean monitoring heat. It throttles after approximately 45 minutes. Still, for its silhouette, it's a workflow whisperer. The sensor, 24.5 megapixels partially stacked, red soul in Nikon's body. Borrowing the Z6. 24.5 megapixel full-frame partially stacked, CMOS, the ZDR delivers 15-plus stops of dynamic range with dual native, ISO-S, 800/3200 standard, up to 6400 for low light. Colors. Red's IP-P2 science shines through. Accurate, filmic, with 9 baked-in profiles, from Komodo Blue to Panavision, for instant grading magic. Noise is spectral up to ISO 12800, pulling ethereal highlights from golden hour flares or shadow details from cave shoots without the mush. Stills? 14-bit RAW at 20 frames per second, electronic bursts, with 7.5 stop IBIS for buttery handheld landscapes. But this is a video heart. Readout zips at approximately 10 milliseconds, minimizing rolling shutter in fast pans. Early lab tests from DPR Review praise the organic roll-off and skin tones that Red users will recognize instantly. File sizes balloon, 200 gigabytes per hour for 6K R3DNE, but compressed NRAW/ProRes options keep it sane. It's not a 61MP Atlas, but for cinema? This resolution sweet spot, oversampled 6K from the full sensor, yields 4K that's indistinguishably lush. Video engine, 6K, raw internal, the Red democratizer. Here's the fireworks. Internal 6K/60PR 3DNE Nikon Edition Red RAW. A bespoke codec marrying Red's debayering prowess with Nikon's efficiency. Editable in DaVinci Resolve like native Red, but at half the data rate. No crop, full frame glory, with 4K/120p slow-mo and FHD/240p for hyperlapse dreams. Log Gamma, N-Log packs that 15+ stop latitude, while HLG/HDR 10+ options future-proof deliverables. UI tweaks Scream Cinema, frame guides, anamorphic D-squeeze, and Genlock for broadcast sync. Pre-recording buffers 10 seconds, nailing serendipitous moments. CineD calls it punching way over its weight. Komodo quality in a pocket form factor. Caveats? No 24p, starts at 23.98 but skips true 24. And heat limits extended rolls. External fan or lower res for marathons. X-Buzz from at @ImPatrickT. Shot this entire doc with the ZR, $2,200 for Red files? Insane! Audio, 32-bit float, a game changer for solo creators. Nikon claims firsts, and this sticks. Internal 32-bit float recording via built-in mics or XLR inputs, capturing whispers to booms without clipping or gain fiddling. Bluetooth timecode syncs with apps for multi-mic rigs, and 24-bit 48 kHz waveforms overlay on the monitor. F-Stoppers hails it as a solo shooter's superpower. No more audio regrets. Pair with a tentacle sync for wireless magic. Autofocus and stills, hybrid enough for the occasion. Not a stills slouch, 273-point phase detect AF with eye/animal detection inherits Z, 6.3 smarts, locking -6 EV low-light subjects. Video AF is smooth, with touch track on that vast screen. For photos, solid, but the electronic shutter-only design, 1/16 of a second to 900 seconds, suits video-first souls. At Yamazo AK's Kyoto Snaps, 35mm portraits pop. ZR's no slouch for candids. Connectivity and ergonomics, seamless, not showy Wi-Fi. 6/Bluetooth 5.0 beams proxies to the Nikon imaging cloud for cloud LUTs and Red recipes, dropping December 10th. Smart hot shoe tees, external eVFS or lights. No Ethernet native, but USB tether shines for live streams.